Welcome, everybody. We've put this live event together to, I'm going to use the word celebrate the launch of Nexweave on AppSumo because I've honestly been such a big fan of this product for the longest time. And I've always mentioned it to people. I've always talked about it. I've always said that this is one of the products I use in my everyday activities, whether it's business or whether sometimes it's even emailing families. It's just nice to add personalization to things here and there. So I was honestly surprised that it came on AppSumo for a lifetime deal. But yeah, like my advice to everybody is like hyper personalization can be used in almost any form of marketing or any type of business you're in. And the aim today is just to invite Inder onto the platform so he can explain the product. And if you have any questions or potential use cases where you think you may be able to apply this product in your business, or just maybe in your day-to-day activities, it's like relatively like very very cheap. So even if you grab a code just to keep it in the future or whatever it may be, Inder's here to answer all your questions. He's here to give you a live walkthrough. We'll have a live giveaway as well just to celebrate this launch. And we'll ask Inder to first like introduce himself. He's actually like a member within the LTD community, so many of you will know him anyway from your general chit chats in these groups. So yeah, he's a familiar face. So we'll let him introduce himself, tell us a background about him, how Nexweave came into existence, and then we can have a demo walkthrough and then discuss these potential use cases. And then we can have people actually coming up on the mic as well, sharing their getting to speak to Inder, asking him questions. So, save your questions, let Inder introduce himself, do a demo, and then, yeah, we'll take it from there. Over to you, Inder.
Thank you so much, Amar. Like you said, I've been part of the whole L3 community for the past, I would say, 4 years or so. So originally, I'm a product management professional. I've been building products for the past 11 years now. And since the last 3 years, I've been operating as an independent consultant and then moved on to building Nexweave. A bit of a background in terms of how it started. While I was advising certain clients of mine on how to build products and then grow them, a few of them came up with requirements where they wanted to explore personalization to accelerate their growth. And those discussions went into an area where they wanted to do something with video and personalization together. So initially, there was no intent to really build a platform like this. Since I was consulting them on various topics, I thought I'll just speak to a few vendors across the globe. Spoke to about 8 of them. And that's where I realized that primarily video personalization is being done in a way where you first make all the adaptations of the personalized videos, irrespective of what the count is, and then you do the outreach afterwards. Which made sense if your audience is very narrow or if you're looking at high ticket size solutions. But the kind of clients that I was dealing with, they had ticket prices of $100, $500 in terms of Indian rupees. And they had an audience running into 200,000, 500,000 individuals. So there was no way that model would have worked. And hence, while doing the entire research, we realized we could flip the model in such a way that personalization is not happening in advance, but it's happening real time while we're sending out messages when someone opens the message and so on and so forth. So that's when we spoke to these initial, I would say, angels as well, who ended up investing in us as well. And that's when we built up this model first for a gaming company and then for a retail company. And then we ran these campaigns with video personalization, saw that with personalization, there's a very high completion rate coming through. And that's how the whole journey started. So then one thing led to another. The first campaign did very well in both the scenarios. They came back to us and said that we've got the attention of the user. Why not add a CTA towards the end and complete the transaction? Could be a purchase, could be a sign up, and so on and so forth. And that was the first pivot where we took the video personalization platform and turned it into an interactive video personalization platform. So that's how the whole journey began. And then we went live with our first lifetime deal campaign around November last year. And that's when we realized that just video personalization might not be enough, because most people are going to do campaigns where they'll have to have some legs that bring them to the the personalized videos. And some great members from the community like Andrew, Caleb, and all these guys who were in the cold outreach space, they suggested that we also bring in image and GIF personalization so that we could have these instances being plugged into emails or notifications, and those bring the user to the personalized video. And that's how the whole journey began. So that's how the entire story is. And where we are today, we've got image, GIF, video, and landing page personalization. And we've got an amazing community supporting us. So yeah, onwards and upwards from here.
How long has Nexweave been around, and could you tell us a bit about your team? How many members? And
yes, so we started building Nexweave towards the end of 2019. So the story is such that while I was exploring these options, we decided to do a pilot for these two customers that I'm talking about. And at that point of time, I was doing some side projects with Ashutosh while he was still at GE. And my wife was working with me since she moved from Deloitte to work full time with me in my boutique consulting practice. And around the end of 2019 is when we started putting together the pilot. Then we brought in the larger team around April of 2020. And today we have a team of about 12 full-time professionals and a few interns working with us. And yeah, that's where we are.
nice. Yeah, like you said, it does have a buzzing community, and due to this AppSumo deal, it seems to be growing every day now. When you enter the group, you see new faces, new questions, and it's good because like my use case is completely different to somebody else's use case. So we always learn when people ask these questions when they enter the group, and like, can we do this? Can we do that? I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's actually is brilliant. But yeah, I really enjoy learning from people asking questions. So yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely. I think the community has given us a ton of ideas. We were initially only looking at the B2C use cases where we would probably serve auto companies or insurance companies and so on and so forth. But when we came to the platform, we realized that cold outreach is a big thing amongst the agency space. And that's when we realized that not just B2C, B2B is also a fairly large market. And then the kind of use cases that kept coming in through the groups at Pabbly, the other platforms, the founders are very welcoming as well to do a lot of integration and so on and so forth. So yeah, even I'm enjoying the whole experience of working with the community, getting a ton of ideas, being challenged continuously to see what more can be added to the platform. And that's what is accelerating Nexweave forward as well.
Yeah, it's actually it's really nice to see that all these products come together to help each other to grow. Yeah, I really like that. So, do you have a demonstration prepared for us or a walkthrough of the platform?
Absolutely. I can probably run you guys very quickly through the platform. Though I'm guessing that many of you must have already tried it. So I would love this whole session to be more conversational, where you can ask me questions, get some doubts clarified, get more ideas in. So I'll keep the demo very short. I'll show you the platform first and a glimpse of how the plugins work. And then we can have questions coming in from the community.
Yeah, absolutely. All they have to do when you finish the demo, all they have to do is request the mic. They can come on and then ask away, I suppose.
Awesome.
You've got to share the screen at the bottom, yeah?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Just give me a thumbs up when the screen is visible to every one of you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So once you're inside the platform, you just put together a welcome interface where you've given options on how you can get started with either image templates, video templates, clone existing templates, or run any of these campaigns. So you can head over to each of these videos and try to understand how to use the platform better. At the same time, we have the FAQs listed over here, which is a list that is constantly getting updated based on questions coming in from the community, previous scenarios, etc., etc. We have this help doc section, which is a fairly enriched database of articles where we've talked about how you can run campaigns. You can go and check each of the features which are there in the editor, go through the list of integrations that are available on the platform. And you notice that each one of these have got a fairly detailed document available to help you get through the first few campaigns. The reason we've done this is because we acknowledge this is a fairly new, I would say, product ecosystem that's coming out. There are not many people in the media personalization space, specifically video. And to be honest, our platform still has to go through multiple rounds of iterations to have a great UX. So we are also learning right now, and you might have to read through some documents initially to get started, but eventually the platform will become a lot better to use. Coming back to the platform, we also have a library of video tutorials on YouTube. So if you prefer not reading but watching the videos, you can head over to the YouTube library and go through the list of videos, which include tutorials as well as our past live sessions. I think we've got about 15 of them recorded over there. And the best way to begin is that you can hop into the community. It's a fairly active one, which has some great guys sharing ideas on what kind of integrations can be used, what kind of use cases can be implemented. There are some questions coming up over there. So I think this is one avenue that you all should explore if you want to grasp what Nexweave can do for you. Now, if you open up the menu, you'll see all the feature sets that are available. You can use video templates to create personalized and interactive videos. Each of them have got public as well as your own templates. So you're free to jump into any public template, clone that, and make modifications to that particular template and use it for your particular use. Same is the case with image templates as well, where you can create either images or GIFs that can be personalized. Right now, these are not interactive, but I've seen that a lot of the community members have requested interactive images to also be added. So maybe we'll pick that up around October this year. This is the interesting part where you can stitch together multiple Nexweave templates together. Right now, the campaign section permits you to connect two assets together, which could be an image that goes in the email body, which hyperlinks to the video on the landing page. But this is the module which will expand from here onwards, where we're looking at more ideas on what kind of campaigns you wish to do. And this module will probably get refreshed by the next quarter. We also have all the integrations listed out. So you can jump into any of these and it'll connect you to the help documentation. So you can see how to run a particular set of campaigns using the tools that you've already got. And this is where we are trying to bring in a lot of the Lifetime Deal community tools as well, so that you get maximum value for the investment that you've made in previous AppSumo launches or other platforms in the LTD space. Finally, since we have a website personalization plugin also, which is currently being updated because we've got some feedback on the usability of that particular plugin. So very soon you'll be able to add a Chrome plugin for website personalization. It's there, you can try it out. An improved version is coming out very soon. And it will allow you to pick up elements on your website itself and try to connect it with templates which are there on the platform and then use it for website personalization. So I would just ask you guys to wait for a couple of days or maybe maximum a week. We'll have a detailed video sent out to all of you on the community as well as the email, which will explain how to use this particular feature. And let me just jump into one of these. So that's how the public template library looks. You can jump into, let's say, one of these examples and try to see how they can be used. So this is one that will be coming to most of you guys to get your feedback. But I can probably show you guys this particular template a little in advance. So any template that we have listed over here can be previewed from this particular section. I can dynamically put in values to just test how the video would appear with someone else. So as you can see, you can have the video stop at a particular point and take in inputs. This is the branching experience. So if I click on maybe later, so depending on the options that you select, you can have specific parts of the video also played. That's another feature which has not been highlighted as much until now, but we'll have some more examples on that. And if you like this particular template and you want to make some minor modifications, maybe replace the video with your own video, you can just click on clone template. It'll create a copy of the template, put it in the my template section, and allow you to edit the whole template. Now, a few things to keep in mind are you can swap the background videos by either uploading them, or we are expanding the list of stock videos that can be used in the platform. So you can use one of these and also use them for the video sequence. We are also discussing some integrations where some of the video recording tools might also be able to push videos into the Nexweave platform so that you can use that in the future. Along with that, there are these 4 components that you can make use of. So each of these components that I've added will also be available at the bottom of the video template. So this is an example of a text component, which will have its own attributes. Same way, if there's an image added, for example, I want to add a logo over here, maybe based on whom I'm trying to have a conversation with. I can click on image, have this element included over here. And since many of you were asking about how we can include logos, I'll quickly explain this small trick to you guys, where you can have logo.clearbit.com slash the variable added over here. We didn't have a domain variable, so you can head over to the endless variable section, add a new domain variable, put in a fallback value, which can be, let's say, appsumo.com. Come back to the design experience and just select that personalization variable, include that over here. And if you want to just adjust this piece to the right aspect ratio, head over to the design section, just click on reset, and it will be adjusted based on how the aspect ratio should be there by default. Similarly, if you want to add some buttons to the whole experience, add some buttons. Yes. So each of these buttons can be connected to specific forms if you want to take feedback, or this one, if you see, it has been designed as an interaction where it will jump to a certain point in the video. And that's why you can have a yes or a no or a branching option, because you can define that if there are multiple options on the screen, you can take them to specific time spots in the video and then play the video from there onwards. So yeah, these are the basic components which are there on the platform. I would urge you to also try out the advanced components which have just been added, where you can have hotspots added to the video and forms also added to the video. This can help you capture real information in terms of who is watching the video, or you can make the video halt at a particular point so that people have to fill in certain feedback to continue watching the video. Whereas a tooltip widget is something like this, where again, I can go ahead and think of fixing the size of the whole widget, the position, how the color of the widget needs to be appearing, and so on and so forth. Decide what content needs to appear, etc., etc. And once we've set this particular widget let's say over here, and I play this video again, you'll notice that only that hotspot will come and it will keep pulsating at a particular point. And only when you hover over the video at that particular point is when that pop-up will appear with the product details. And then you can click on it and define the interactions just like you would do for any web element. So as you can see, this particular element, I think I'll just preview this experience. Maybe you guys can try this, create a link. So this won't appear by default and stand in front of the video. Only when you click on this pulsating button is when it will appear. So that's a brief into the video template section. The image template section is a little more simpler. It has just two components. So I probably just take this one. Unlike the multiple components that are available for videos, the image components are fairly simpler because most people would want either text or images over an image. So you can think of adding logos like these or text like these, exactly like it's been done on the video section. And for those of you who have been trying out campaigns, I'll show you an example of that as well. Say if this is the campaign that we're looking at and you intend to use it for with a particular platform. Once you've made the campaign, there's an option where we can hop to the activate section and you can get embed codes for every campaign for any of the platforms that are listed over here. So say if you want to use this particular campaign with in charge. So what we've done is that you can go ahead and map the variables that are over here along with the variables that are there on mcharge. So let's say if I'm connecting it to the first name, and if there are variables which are not there, you can create those variables as well by clicking on this part of the section. And you can add these custom variables over here. Go and update that in the respective platform. And I'm just going to select anything at random for the time being. And generate an embed code, which can then be used along with your respective platforms. So yeah, that's a brief tour of the platform. I will also show you guys a very quick example of how you can use the platform with Gmail as well as LinkedIn. So imagine I'm trying to send a message to, let's say Brian from Zapier, and I want to include an image in the email body which connects to the video landing page. I can do so by selecting the right campaign that I've made for that particular purpose. There's one that I've created for email to landing page. I can enter his details and generate the experience. So what this campaign is doing is that it's fetching the image from the Nexweave platform, which will be used for the email body. It's also setting up the video on our custom landing page, and it's placing this thumbnail on top of the video. So when you click on Insert Experience, you'll see that a personalized image has been created for Brian. We pulled in the logo from Clearbit. This is from another screenshot API that we're using. And it will create a hyperlink as well for this particular image that when the recipient clicks on it, it will take them to your landing page and it will show them the video wherever you place on the landing page by adding a small piece of code over there, so that the experience that someone has on the website is modified for each and every recipient. So in fact, if I take off this particular part and just visit nexweave.com, the website is going to be fairly different. And I'll just show you guys that as well. So that's the regular website where we have a different first code and we have generic names added over here, John, Elon, etc., etc. But if I add this back over here based on what was generated. You'll notice that this video is going to be personalized. And not just a video, but you can structure the page in such a way that even all the images that you see in this version that is being served to someone, they are all personalized. And just to show you guys very quickly how this happens, if you hop over to our website personalization plugin, the editor is going to allow you to pick up certain campaigns. So don't go by what you see right now. The functionality would be similar, but the UI is being updated so that it's a lot more easier for people to use. You'll be able to select the campaigns that you want to use with the platform. So let's say there is this one that I want to use. I will be able to point and click at assets, either text or images. And based on the campaign assets which are available, I'm going to select. So if I want to replace this standard image with this one, I'll be able to do so as easy as that. And then once I save this, this procedure will create a personalized version of the website that can be used with all your campaigns. So just bear with us for another week. We'll have a detailed video with all the steps on how to add the piece of code to your website and use the new plugin so that you can do this in a much more simpler way. And for those of you who are using Outreach on LinkedIn and you're wondering how we are sending these kind of messages, if you have the Chrome installation available, the Outreach plugin, you'll notice that there's a button appearing on the LinkedIn page, irrespective of whom you're visiting. Just remember that this can only be sent to your first connections. So once someone has given you permission to communicate with them, only then will they be able to see the link previews. Otherwise, what they'll see is just a link like that. If you're sending them emails or you're sending them invitations. And once you have a first connection, let's say I'm going to show this how it works for Ashutosh. So I'll be able to hit this button, fetch the campaigns once again, take in his name, domain, generate an experience. Don't worry about this. This is usually blocked when I have a video session on. But in your case, you'll see those previews. And even if you don't see those previews, you can just hit on copy link and close this. It will open the message section. You can drop this link over here. And you'll notice that a link preview has been generated for Ashutosh by picking up the parameters from his LinkedIn profile itself. And when you click on this, right now it will take them to an empty landing page where they can see this video. But very soon we'll give you guys options where you can add some elements to the landing page where your logo can be on the top, some text can be added at the bottom so that this is a slightly more richer version of this particular landing page. And again, this video would be personalized for Ashutosh.
While you're on LinkedIn, we've got a quick question from Rakul. Can we send bulk personalized message to all first degree connections?
So if you're using Texol, you can send that. There's a detailed document, I think, which has been made by Vikesh on his, I think, a couple of his forums. So I'll pull that out and add that to our library as well, where you can use a platform like Texol, generate those links, and then send out those messages.
Right.
We're also having a discussion with the team at Find That Lead to explore something similar. And like Ken had mentioned, we'll probably also have an integration soon with Lead Delta, which is being launched by Vedran, to see how we can use both the platform together. Right now, awesome. So I think once that integration happens, we'll see a video from you explaining how to use that.
We'll see. Great.
So that was a brief demo of the platform. I think it took a little longer than I thought. But yeah, happy to take in any questions that you guys might have so that I can help you understand the platform better.
We have got a few questions. I'm just going to ask all the people who have joined, if you'd prefer to come on the mic and ask your questions, it'd be better. All you have to do is request a mic on the bottom of the screen, and then you can come on, ask your questions, and get to speak to Inda. Let's wait a moment.
This is the fun part.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got Nicole wants to come on. Let's get Nicole on.
Can
There we are.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, Nicole, what's going on?
Okay. You had said that we could carry the personalization over to the landing page. Can we also carry it over to the thank you page?
Yes, in fact, Eugene had requested an example of that where he's using it with his Element website, and once someone fills up a form, they want to show a thank you page. So maybe I can put across that particular link once again in the community, where it explains how you can have thank you pages showing the personalized video as well.
Okay, thank you.
Most
Thanks
welcome.
for coming on, Nicole. Okay, we do have a few other questions, which I'll just read out because okay. I think this is a comment. Love the conditional routing in videos. I want to use it to make video sales funnels. Then we have a question from Aditya. Any plans for integrations with Wave.video, Crello to grab the video from those platforms?
Interesting question. So we had a discussion with the Wave.video team about a year back. I'll probably reach out to them once again. I spoke to some of my friends at NVIDIA, and if you hop over to the video library, you'll see how we've taken videos from the NVIDIA platform and moved them into Nexweave. So maybe a quick explanation of how the platform works would help you understand better why you can use all of these platforms and videos made over there. So the way Nexweave works is that there's a background layer and a foreground layer. The background layer is your media assets, which can come in either from your screen recordings or through a Loom video, etc., including anything from Offio to InVideo to Wave.video. Once you put in the background video, the foreground can be the elements that are coming in from Nexweave. So you can practically use any video creation platform to have the background videos come in. And then the foreground elements can be coming in through Nexweave, which could be interactive or personalized.
Thanks for that. Is it possible to disable the timeline? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you're creating the campaigns, some of the individuals might want the option to give it to the users to play the video again and again, while others might want to hide the video timeline. So maybe I can quickly show you an example of that. Yeah. So if I go to the configure section, there's an option to show or hide the video controls depending on how you want to run the sequence. So if you hide this particular video controls, the video wouldn't have the option to choose to move it front or back. And this is ideally recommended when you're using a branching sequence so that you control the movement of the video rather than the customer doing it. If that
Nice.
helps.
Okay, we do have more questions here from Laura. Apologies if you've covered this. Is the video recording in the platform, or do we upload a previously recorded video?
So we've not dived into the video recording aspect, and we've been very specific about focusing on aspects which have not been covered by other excellent platforms. So you will have to record the video elsewhere and push it into our platform, upload it into the platform, and then you can use it for the personalization piece. Even for distribution, we're not doing the distribution ourselves. Once those links are generated, you can use any ESP like Encharge or MailChimp or any of the platforms that are using to run those particular campaigns, which is why we've listed them in the integrations. And that's a conscious call because I know there are a ton of platforms who are doing great work in terms of video recording, video creation. There are a plethora of platforms available in the marketing automation space, the email marketing space. We wanted to focus only on the niche which has not been catered very specifically and go deep into it. So we'll be committed towards the personalization space itself, whereas we'll be working with as many integration partners as possible on the periphery.
Okay, just a moment, sorry. Wonderful piece of software. Okay, so Nicole asked a question regarding the plugins. Is it available on all tiers, the plugins?
Absolutely. All the plugins that we create, they are available in all tiers. You can head to the Chrome store and search for Nexweave, and you'll see both those plugins over there. Unfortunately, we are making the platform work exceedingly well just for Chrome right now. So if you're using another browser, those plugins will not work for the time being. Maybe later, if we see that there are enough takers for other browsers as well, then we'll probably have development done from them for them as well.
Okay. Does the product work with Tumba?
So as of now, we've not checked the platform. We just received a couple of comments where people were asking how can we use a Tumba. From what I could understand, Tumba is going to provide the personalization variables, and we can practically import these variables from a lot of other platforms as well into Nexweave, just like you do it with Texo. So I don't think it will be a problem, but I would love to reach out to whoever is the founder of Tumba and have a discussion on how we can make that happen.
Okay. Does Nexweave have an affiliate program, and where can I find it?
Unfortunately, we don't have an affiliate program right now, but we've been getting a lot of requests. So give us maybe a week's time. We'll go ahead and create an affiliate program for those of you who want to go ahead and sign up as affiliates for us right now. So yeah, I think apologies over there. We did not expect a lot of affiliates to come in and work with us, but we'll get onto that.
Okay. We have a comment from Chaitanya. Best way to use it is with landing page builders like PageMaker or Swipe Pages. Does it have integrations?
In fact, let me show you an example of how Nexweave is being used with Swipe Pages. So if you ask for a short answer, it will practically work with any landing page since we are giving you embed options. But specifically, a lot of individuals were asking about how it can be used with Swipe Pages. So this is a setup that we typically share with customers who are asking how it can be used, where this example includes a personalized video, a personalized GIF, and a personalized image, which has been configured for someone. And I can just go ahead and change this to say Omar. And then you'll see a personalized version of the page where there's personalized text, videos, GIFs, images, all with Omar's data.
Nice.
So you can use it with Swipe Pages, you can use it with WordPress, you can try it with any landing page builder. If it's not working, just reach out to us so that our technology team can just dive in and see what's the matter over there.
Okay. Swipe Pages, please show an example. We've just kind of done that, but there is an in-depth Swipe Pages example on the YouTube channel, which you might want to check out.
In fact, I'll just drop in the link over here itself if anyone wants to try this one.
Thank you. Yeah, so there you are. There's the example there. Another comment from Aditya. Lovely platform. I might have missed this, but apart from the integrations, can we upload a CSV?
Yes. So there are two options on running the campaigns. You can either use the CSV method, where it works exactly like various other platforms do. You can upload the list of personalization variables and request images and video links specific to those personalization variables. And then you can use that updated CSV with any of the email marketing platforms. We first came out with that version, but that's when we realized that many of them have to download a CSV from their CRM, create links, and then upload it, which is why we went to the route where we create embed options where data need not be put into Nexweave, but can be used directly. But the short answer is the CSV option is available. We've got a document dealing that called bulk link campaigns. In fact, I'll just put it over here for everyone's reference. And you can go ahead and try both the options. There are videos available for both methods. And if you're having any difficulty, just reach out to us. We'll help you out in terms of setting your first campaign. Here is the link to that document, just in case you guys need it.
Okay, a comment from Suleiman Sam. Omar, can we talk about the credit limit and plan that is offered on AppSumo? Yeah, that'd be great. If you could maybe share your screen and show the AppSumo deal page and then discuss it.
Sure.
That'd be great. Yeah, thank you.
So that's our deal page, and coming to plans. So these are very different from the ones that we actually launched with. Based on the feedback from the community, we've moved a lot of the features in all tiers. So initially you had the hotspot and the form widget only for tier 4 and 5, but now it's there for on all the plans. Also, the 1080p resolution was there only for the tier 4 and 5 plans. Now it is on all the plans. And we've also turned all the campaigns into unlimited campaigns. You need not worry about how many instances of campaigns have been generated and so on and so forth. The base plan begins with 1,000 monthly credits and video lengths of 60 seconds. To draw an analogy of how one credit would work is that, say you're running the classic email to a landing page sequence, and your email has a personalized image and your landing page has a personalized video. And you do a campaign for, let's say, an audience of 10,000 individuals. Now, assuming that 10% of them happen to open the email, so 1,000 emails are going to be opened out of the 10,000, and 1,000 images are going to be seen by the users. For every 20 images that have been seen, one credit is consumed. So if you do the math, 1,000 by 20, it's going to be roughly about 50 credits on the emails that have been opened. Now, assuming that out of these 1,000 individuals, there are 10% of them who click on the image, which ideally would be more, but just for the example, I'll just take 10%. So out of those 1,000 individuals who open the emails, 100 of them will go to the landing page and watch the video over there. So for every video that's played, one credit is consumed. And so 100 videos played is equal to 100 credits. So this campaign of 10,000 individuals, where 10% of them open the emails and 10% of people who open the emails watch the video, will consume in all 50 credits for the emails and 100 credits for the landing page. So in all, about 150 credits. So that's how the credits work. It is a little confusing, but we try to work out a way where credits can be flexibly used across the three media assets. So if you want, you can go through a detailed document explaining how credits work. And I think that's been shared in the community a fair number of times, but if you still want to go and find that, it's in the pricing and subscription section called Nexweave Credits. And coming back to the plans, with the second tier, you get 2,500 monthly credits, and you get the option of having multiple users. Plus, we've unlocked this feature called CNAME for image and video links. What this would do is allow you to send the image links or the video links with your own domain prefix in the beginning. So to give you an idea, let's say if I am creating a campaign, and if you have the option unlocked for your own custom URLs, you'll be able to, okay, I don't have it on this particular plan. Let me just show you another one. So on tier 2, you'll see the option like this, which mentions white label domain, which can be configured in the My Account section. So you can choose to have the links delivered using these domains, which are hosted by us, which is what the tier 1 plans will see. But if you're on a tier 2 plan, you can click on the option of white label domain and set your own domain prefix that can be used for all the campaigns that you're doing. So in that case, no one will really know that you're using Nexweave in the background. It's going to be white labeled links end to end for all your campaigns. And coming back to the other plans, tier 3 gives you 3 times the number of credits. It will give you 90-second as a video pulse, which means that now you can run campaigns where 90 seconds will be considered as one pulse. So if you're sending, let's say, a 3-minute video, for every view, 2 credits to be consumed in the tier 3 plan, whereas 3 credits will be consumed on tier 2 and tier 1 plans. So this also is to address the misconception that Nexweave cannot be used for longer length videos. Our suggestion is that use personalization for shorter videos to get the interest, and then use your regular video campaigns to get them over there. But for those of you who want to use longer length videos, you can still go ahead and do that. And that's how the credits are going to be calculated. You also get 2 sub-accounts and SMTP with the tier 3 plan. SMTP over here is going to be used for sending notifications to your sub-accounts when they're hitting a particular credit limit trigger, or they're adding users to the teams, and so on and so forth. So these are not for sending the campaigns, but only for configuring notifications on what needs to be delivered to your team. Then hopping onto the tier 4 plan is where you get the CNAME for your agency and the increased limits on all of these. Now with the CNAME for the agency, you'll be able to set a custom login URL for your Nexweave account, which means that people will not log into app.nexweave.com, but they log into the custom domain that you've set for your specific account. And TFI takes it one step further, where your agency can create sub-accounts which are all isolated from each other, and each of the isolated account will have a full white labeled experience where even the logo and the login URL that you're creating would be something that you can set yourself. So yeah, those are the 5 plans which are available and offer on the AppSumo campaign. If you have any questions, would love to answer them right now.
Yeah, it's I'm just gonna pipe in and say it's really good value for money. It really is. So and there's 5 different tiers. So not everybody needs a tier 5, but some people need more than a tier 1. It really depends on your use case. Like my advice would always be, don't buy a tier 5 if you're not going to use it. Buy what you need. Make sure you utilize it. And we have a few more questions here. Okay, we've answered the credits. Okay, Rakul is asking, is this use case possible? We collect leads with emails from our website into Google Sheets, and we need to automatically send Gmail messages with Nexweave personalized videos in these email addresses.
So this can be done right now using one of the integrations with Zapier or Pabbly or Integromat or any other platform. We will probably come up with a Google Sheets plugin sometime early next quarter. So you'll be able to send these messages directly from your Google Sheets in those cases. But right now you'll have to use one of these integrations to do that.
Okay, we have another question from Aditya. He's asking, if time allows, can you please demo the sub-account interface? What are the limits on the sub-accounts?
So the limits on the sub-accounts are something that you can control at your end. If let's say you bought the TFI plan and you have the sub-accounts available for you, you can choose to have, let's say, 20,000 out of the 50,000 credits given to one sub-account. If it's a larger client, and you can have the remaining sub-accounts getting a lesser number of credits. So you have the flexibility to choose the number of credits and the number of users for each of your sub-accounts.
I hope that answers the question. Okay, we got more here from Unesh. Personalized emails must be landing in promotional tab. Am I right?
Very good question. So if you have warmed up your accounts, if you're doing cold outreach, then they will not land in the promotional tab. They will land in the regular section. But if you've not warmed up your account enough, there is a strong chance that they will go to the promotions tab. And if you've not warmed up your account at all, whether you use images or you don't use images, there's a very strong chance that your emails might go into spam as well. So
yeah,
I think G from Lemlist has repeated this particular aspect in many of these videos. I've also had a conversation with him, and he did clarify this piece that it totally depends on what your target audience list is and how warm up your audience is, and that determines whether your mails go into spam or regular email or the promotions folder. My only advice would be that if you're using images for email campaigns, try to keep them fairly light. What we do is that we keep the images below 100 KB so that it does not really increase the chances of it being classified as promotional or spam.
yeah. Good advice. Hey, Venki. How are you, bro? Oh, he's come and gone. Hi, Venki. How are you, bro?
Good, thank you, Omar.
Yeah? You finally made it, yeah? Venki is my co-host today, but he got stuck in the middle of something, so yeah, he got delayed.
Yeah. I had to get some medical tests done, that's why.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Inda, Venki?
Sorry?
Do you have any questions for Inda?
There's plenty, but I missed the whole session, so I'll keep quiet for some time. I'll listen to him and probably.
We're coming close to wrapping it up, Venki.
I just hope the medical tests were regular ones and everything's fine.
He looks fit and healthy. Okay, so if anybody else wants to take the opportunity, come on the mic and ask a question or ask it in the comments. This is your chance now. Suleiman's coming back on as well. Yeah, take the opportunity. He's here. Discuss a possible use case. Doesn't have to be a question about the platform itself. Can I do this with this, or can I do that with that? There's plenty of opportunity here to ask, and we can learn in the process as well. And one thing I've seen with Inder as well, sometimes he's turned around and said, well, hold on, we've not even thought of that. So they learn as well, and this is how the platform improves. So ask your questions. He's here. I don't think we've got him for much longer. We've been on for nearly an hour now. So, okay. Hope Nexweave is integrated with Pabbly. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, Unesh. Yeah, Nexweave works really well with Pabbly as well. So I've tested it with Pabbly and Connexit, and it works.
So in fact, we're integrated with about 7 platforms, so you can use any of them.
Unesh bhai, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Good. How are you? You okay?
So I want to ask about Nexweave. Is that just a second? How deep integration of Nexweave with plugin paid is?
Yeah, interesting question. So plugin paid was actually one of the first partners that we started working with, and we're having a conversation with them to see how their marketing automation sequence can be very tightly integrated with Nexweave. And in fact, the product widget or the hotspot widget that you see was an idea that came out of that discussion, where we would soon have the option where plugin paid products would be shown in the video sequences using our product widget. So we're just waiting for their 7.0 version to come out so that we can complete the integration. and Emmy and I will have a session taken completely for that particular set of options to be available with the integration.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Just a moment, I'm going to be with you now.
Okay. See, I mean, I come from, B2B enterprise, and there are two primary problems that organizations like mine would have. One is, the customer on one side, the other one is employees, attracting talents. So we have not done much of personalization so far, in either of these. And in fact, about the situation in India, and I do not know if you saw the news today. I believe 21% of people have quit Cognizant in the last 3 months. That is the data. With so much attrition happening, one of the important things that's happening now is attracting talent. So in this scenario, I have not used much of personalization. The main reason that I wanted to meet you and see Nexweave is to see if I can use Nexweave in such a scenario. What is the, how do you think that we can use Nexweave in this scenario? Can it be used at all?
Absolutely. So do you want me to take the customer aspect first or the employee aspect first?
I think we will look at employee aspect. It's easy to acquire a customer today.
I totally agree with that. So I think one of the excellent use cases of cold outreach is also to get in the right talent, which very few people talk about. Most discussions are always about getting in customers. So if you just take the employee's journey from them being approached to them being part of the organization, you can attract the right candidates by making them feel special with the cold outreach aspect, so that they are more curious about what the company is, how deep have they gone to really inquire about me and approach me for a position in the organization. That's where you can start the personalization journey. Once they're inside the organization, I think each one of us love anything that's personalized and served to us. It could be a birthday card that I get from someone with my name on it. So if you greet them with some assets, could be digital, which contain a video which is made just for them, or images in the email which they get first, they will start having a better experience when they step into the organization itself. So I think these two instances are most important when you're trying to attract them and when you're trying to get them the first experience in the enterprise. After that, it's the HR's responsibility to take over and see what kind of engagement activities they want to do.
Okay, wonderful.
And same as the case for customers.
Absolutely. I think it's pretty much the same. It could be a lame question. I wanted to see if I can use Nexweave for such a scenario. I came across a website where I just gave them, my LinkedIn URL, and then immediately it generated a video with my photograph and all those things, which I can probably use it for my own marketing and all those, with all the information from like a Wordle and all those from my profile and all those. Can I, offer such a lead magnet on my website using Nexweave?
Interesting question. So we've kept Nexweave as a relatively dumb platform right now. And I'm being candid about that because there are a bunch of platforms available that are trying to get information from sites, use a combination of AI, GPT-3, etc., etc. So we decided that we will not really have any AI element on the platform for the first year, but we will make it in a format that it can plug into any tool and take in those personalization variables and generate the output that they require. So in fact, Celis has requested an option where we connect with a platform which can pull in data from, let's say, LinkedIn or any blog, use GPT-3 or some other methods to pull out text or variables. And you can create templates which will consume those variables, create the video, and then it can be used further. So that's how it can be used right now. Eventually, we might get into the space where the platform gets smarter, but that still has a long way to go.
Brilliant. Thank you. Because this, I experienced. In fact, I wanted to show you that URL as well, but somehow I forgot that actually. And I was actually marketing, because there's a small nice video about me, which was created by a platform which was better than how I would have done by myself actually. But it was all templated. It was very clear. Name, photograph, bringing out my domain and all those things. But it was very nice introduction. That's what I thought that I will ask, because I felt like giving it on my website, at least to attract my prospects and all.
Absolutely. I think Spotify had done that as part of their yearly activity. And I happened to meet some of the guys at Spotify at one of their Swedish events. And what you're saying actually makes a lot of sense. Even though it might be automated, many of us have still not seen that experience as yet. So the novelty is still not lost as compared to probably any email that you get which contains the first name and it's personalized, but it's automated, and hence it's lost its novelty right now. It's more of a hygiene right now.
You're muted, Venkat.
Omar, there are a lot of questions in the comments. Have all those been addressed, or?
Most of them have. We've got a few more here, which I'm going to ask.
Fair enough.
So we got a question from Wilton Taylor. Can we use this for sending personalized products to customers? Example, T-shirt with customer's name.
Yeah, so we in fact had a couple of conversations with people who are in the print space, and you can use the Nexweave templates to create those images up to 3 MB right now. But if there's a specific use case where you want to use that for print functionality, you can get in touch with us. We can have some settings modified in your account so that you can use those print use cases. But right now, the default platform is optimized for digital users. If you want physical usage for printing, etc., you can just get in touch with us and we can guide you specifically for that.
Okay. We also have another one from Chaitanya. Will it be possible to send personalized birthday emails automated to send at their birthdays automatically with personalized offers? Will it be possible? If so, how?
Yes. So I think while you were discussing this example, this can also be done in the same way. You can have a platform which has triggers defined to send birthday emails on their birthday. That those triggers can hit Nexweave by passing them those variables, or we can have templates created in Nexweave. You can use the URL override method, place that template into your marketing automation platform, which can trigger every time it hits that particular event, and send out a birthday email to your customers or your prospects. So that can certainly be done.
Nice.
In fact, you'll also find a couple of birthday templates in our list of templates as well.
Oh, there you are. Half the job done. We've just had a Daniel Goldberg join us. Daniel, if you can hear us, did you have any questions, or did you want to come on the mic and ask in there any questions personally? I've invited him on stage. Okay, we've got another question from Sandeep.
Nagavalli. Will there be any limitations for videos such as upload size, aspect ratios, and file formats? That's a question.
So in terms of aspect ratios, you have complete flexibility. You can use any aspect ratio. You can have vertical videos. You can have standard videos. You can also create video templates where the same link can detect what device you're on and serve a vertical or a standard video to them. So that addresses the aspect ratio issue. In terms of file formats, right now I think MP4 and MOV formats are supported, but I'll just check that with Ashutosh, and I'll include that in the documentation as well. And in terms of upload size, again, I think we are not permitting videos above 100 MB right now, or it's 80 or MB or something like that. I'll also get those upload size limits, primarily because we've seen better results in shorter videos, especially the ones below 20 MB less than 90 seconds are ones which are performing the best. So that's why we've sort of limited those numbers so that you can create those campaigns which really perform very well. So I can get back to you with the exact upload size limits as well as the file formats in another document.
Nice. Daniel Goldberg has replied saying, "Greetings, no thanks, just joined in late." Okay, Chaitanya has another question. Great. I was not aware that this personalization will be that deep down. Great to know. Also, well organized event, Omar sir. Oh, thank you.
Okay, this is one of my favorite questions, and I do not know if you have already answered, but is there a story behind the name Nexweave? If you have already told, I'll see the video later, but if you have not, please share that.
No, in fact, we didn't cover that particular story. Many of them
Okay.
asked us to use the term video in the company name. But our thought process was not just to stay limited to videos. In a sense, what we're giving you is an opportunity to weave the next generation of experiences. We'll soon be launching our SDK, which will allow you to have a variety of web-based interactivity coming to an in-media format, where within the video you'll have maybe small HTML mini games, forms, or quizzes coming in. So we thought, let's not put video and restrict ourselves over there. Let's use the term Nexweave, where you weave the next generation of interactive media experiences.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. I love answering that particular question.
Okay, there's one more question that has come from Chaitanya. Any possibility to integrate with video tools like InVideo?
Good question. So in fact, I had a word with the team at InVideo. In fact, Sanket is one of my friend's cousins, so we've been having conversations since the last 2 years, and they've done exceedingly well in terms of building a video platform. We did have conversations in terms of how the two platforms can be used together, but we realized that as long as we are mentioning how InVideo can be used with Nexweave by creating a template over there and uploading it into the platform, that should be good enough as an early start to see how the two platforms can come together. So if you hop onto Nexweave, there are 10 templates which mention made with InVideo that you can go and check out. Those are made using specific InVideo templates that were referred to by their own team. And it will give you a glimpse of how you can use the two platforms together. But if you guys have got any other suggestions on how a better integration can happen, then maybe I can propose it to that team as well.
Okay.
I think that is all the questions for now. I'm just checking the feed. I'm going to quickly check the Facebook group as well, just in case people ask questions there.
Shall I see?
No, okay, so we have no questions here.
No questions.
No.
I think
was there a special discount that I missed? A question from Daniel Goldberg.
Was there any special discount that I missed during this video?
So I think the discounts that we had were in November and December last year.
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was a discount. I think those were earlier launches. This is another launch, and it's still like very, very affordable. So it's not a crazy price. It's really, really not. The tiers, I think, are they've been redone since it's been launched on AppSumo. So I think the deal really makes sense, and it's just one of those products that like everybody can use it. Yeah, and I've said earlier, you can. It's made for businesses, but you can use it to send emails to families, like personalized. It's just the limits are endless. And we had a live on Thursday in the Nexweave group, and the way we were talking about it, it's like it's so futuristic. Like the levels that this product can go to, you just can't see the limits. But obviously, it's a process. You have to get there. And I think Venki knows. I've been banging on about this product for at least the past year. Venki knows.
Yeah.
Suleiman knows. So the people who I talk to on a regular
Absolutely.
basis know. I talk about this product all the time. I think Unesh wants to come on to the mic again, so he might have another question.
Omar, don't make me stack, the top tier.
I advise you to stack the top tier. You're a big businessman,
I know.
Venki.
I know.
Although my
Actually,
advice would be that
yeah.
most people would be happy with tier 2 itself. Most people would not
Yeah.
require tier 5. It's only for agencies or very large businesses. For others, the tier 2 is
True.
good enough.
I think that's a good input. Thank you so much. Otherwise, the way Omar talks about your product, I would have ended up getting the top tier actually.
Yeah, actually, that's the FOMO, right? We have to stack every deal.
Yeah. Ever since Nexweave came on an AppSumo, Omar was more excited than you. I think that's what we could see in our groups. We have a very small group to discuss about various applications, and I think he was a lot more excited. The moment Nexweave came on AppSumo.
Honestly, I'm not saying just because we are on the session, but if I had to pick 5 guys who really helped us build the product with inputs, Omar is definitely one of them. He's been there since the
Absolutely,
beginning.
absolutely.
He's got a few things up his sleeve. I'm not sure if Omar has revealed them, but he's planning things which will go very well with what we are also building. So his inputs have been
That's right.
really as good as gold for us.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Are we done, Omar? Or?
No, I think Unesh, but did you have a question?
Yeah, I want to ask that as far as I remember, such personalization tool which launched previously on Lifetime Deal was one of them was Hyperize, and the other one was let mailbox on PitchGround.
Correct.
So, did you created any comparison table or how you compare with Nextview with them?
Yes, so I'll just put in the link over here as well. So I, in fact, had also bought Let Mailbox. It was a fantastic tool at that point of time, but I think they did not really develop it further, which gave us an opportunity and some idea in terms of what could be built ahead.
Yeah.
With Hyperrise, we got to know about them after we launched our campaign in the LGD community. Because we started with video first, and they had started with images and GIFs. In fact, I had a couple of conversations with Ian as well, and I must say that they are a fantastic team in terms of how they've introduced the whole idea of media personalization into the whole community. And if you look at it right now, both the tools are fairly similar. I've mentioned that in communities as well. Go ahead and try both the tools. They have their own nuances. I'm not sure how Hyperize is taking it forward, but our goal is to invite designers and developers since we're launching our SDK very soon. So our trajectory would be slightly different, where we try to bring in a higher level of interactivity into these assets now. And but I would still say both the tools are great. I'm not discounting anyone's efforts. Go ahead and try them and see which one fits your use case better.
Okay. Thank you.
And I'll drop in the link so that you guys can go through the comparisons as well.
Please.
And if you want us to add any other tool over there, which is a good comparison, just let us know. I'll ask my team to go through and do a deep dive to see that you get a fair comparison between those tools.
Yeah. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Okay. I think that is it for the questions.
Yeah, there are no questions.
No, I think Inder's just posted another link there. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
Go on, Venki. Did you want to say something?
Yes, I know. No. If it is a closing comment, then I would. Shall I?
Just a moment.
Yeah, if there are no questions.
Venki, if you want to speak, I'm just having a conversation with another co-founder from Nexweave on a DM. So you carry on, and then I'll get back to you now. Okay.
George, this is Run the World. This is Run the World, which is not so popular amongst in the community, but we kind of love this platform.
Yeah, this is my first experience of Run the World, and it looks like a nice one.
And this is very nice. We enjoy this actually. Are you guys involved in this one? No, we are just customers.
This reminds me of a tool that we've been exploring called Let's Dive. It's like a blend between Let's Dive and Airtable, I guess. Not Airtable. There's another tool that I can't really recall of right now. But yeah, it's quite an interesting one.
Which one?
So there's another tool called Let's Dive that we've been using within our community. I mean, within our team.
Okay.
It's like a live video platform where you can play some small games, etc., just to get the team members charged up and have some activities within the team. So this sort of reminded me of that.
Let's Live, is it?
Let's Dive.
Let's dive.
Dive. D-I-V.
Yeah, D-I-V.
Interesting.
Okay. So I've just been speaking to one of the other co-founders. So Inder agreed to give away some codes. So we've just been discussing the limits in the back end with his co-founder. So we can have 3 winners. The only confusion is how to go about it. I think what we should do is, if Inder can pick a person from the live based on the best question, and then we can have. So I've made I've put all the names in a random wheel, and we can do a random pick live. I'll share my screen, and we could do it live, yeah. And each winner will get 2 codes. So,
wow. So Omar, should I go to the audience to be part of the?
Let me see if your name. You're a host, so I can't put your name in there, brother. Let me see. Your name's not in there, brother. You're a host.
My goodness.
Okay. So if you wanna just scroll up and down the comments and pick your best comment, and then what we'll do, the winner will take.
Are there any comments on Facebook? Should we add some names from there as well?
No, there's no questions from the Facebook group.
Fair enough. Then.
Yeah. So if Inder picks a winner from the comments, then we'll take them out of the wheel, because we don't want one person to run away with all the codes.
No, I think we let the community decide. You can probably run a small poll.
Hey, Sarang is also not eligible, huh?
Inder is the best. This is the best.
Sarang, come to the stage.
Hey Omar, hey Inder from Mohit. Sarang wants to come on the mic now.
Give him the mic, yeah.
So should we just do 3 random draws? And then each time.
Absolutely.
Hey Sarang, what's going on, bro?
How are you guys doing?
Hey, Sarang.
How are you guys doing? Hey,
Good.
how are you in there? Hi Omar, hi Venki.
Hi Sarang. Glad that you are here.
Yeah, I was actively watching, slyly watching.
Because Omar did not allow me to get back to the audience, so
Yeah.
I just checked, actually. Sarang's name is in there. He's in the draw.
No, you can take it out. I think I'll redistribute it inside the.
it's okay. Let it be there. But if he wins, I get the code.
Okay.
But yeah, just want to say, it was a great, I think, event where we, the questions, the entire walkthrough, the demos, and I loved the. I think I'm going to get the max tier now for the next week.
Glad you guys liked it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those products where, like, you're just future-proofing. I don't want to create FOMO. I really, really don't. If you don't need it, don't buy it.
Absolutely.
I've always been like that. But it's just one of those, like, future-proof products where in the future, at some point, the worst thing is we tell people, if you don't need it now, don't buy it.
Yeah,
But the thing is, you're not going to get a product like this on a lifetime deal like
absolutely.
every other day. This is not this is not a project planner. It's not one of those. It's here,
Yeah,
and you can see like the resale price for Hyperize now.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
absolutely.
It's like one code is going for like 1K. It's absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
That's right.
So yeah, and what I'm
in this annoyed that all that money's not coming to him.
I think the point I'm trying to make is I'm not creating
Yeah.
FOMO. I'm just saying it's a brilliant
Omar, you are successful in creating that. Okay, I do not know about the audience. Damn it, I'm you created that in me. I was holding on to all my funds for Sumo Day, and you killed it already.
Oh, hey, Sam is here.
Yeah, I think
I've been here. Don't worry. I just have an
where he is
internet
at the
issue
moment,
here.
he hasn't got the best internet connection, so he's having some issues.
All right.
Okay, we just got a few more comments which we're going to read before we do this live draw. Inda is the best. This is the best comment from Sarang.
Yeah.
Aristotle says lol. Rakul says Nexweave to awesome. This is the best. Unesh, now people are commitment.
Who did not till now?
Till now. Mohit Jain says nice to see you guys. Chaitanya, hello Sarang sir. Mohit Jain, I am using Nexweave and it's just awesome. Chaitanya, yes, 100%. Mohit Jain, I requested in the long time back for LTD. He was really generous and got me one. Thank you, Inda. That's from Mohit Jain. Laura says the opportunity for building stronger connections with your customer base is priceless. And George, if you don't need it, buy it. You will need it soon.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, you should see the mails that Mohit is sending. He also had a conversation about a week back, and he's putting it to great use. Like he's putting it to use in his fitness business and his jewelry business, and he's got some great ideas over there. In fact, most of the community has better ideas than our internal team. So we know the smartest ones over here.
Yes.
It's you guys.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now, and we are going to pick 3 winners who get 2 codes each. So,
Pick me.
Venki, if you can just make a list of names for me, that would be great, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to be fair, Omar, make sure you take Venke, Sarang, and myself out. Okay.
Sam, he already done that, Sam. He's already done that.
Is he? Okay, I just want to make sure.
Okay. Next time, I'm not going to request for a mic at all.
Okay, let's go.
No.
Okay. So, do you want me to read out the names or what is it, Omar?
No, I've added all the names to a wheel. We're going to pick them.
Yeah.
Just make a note of the winners. So
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Are you going to share your screen or what? Oh, yeah, you are.
So here, I think Sam is still in here, so we're going to get review. So we've got 23 entrants, and I think I just press the button and it goes.
Hey, remove Chaitanya also, man.
Remove Chaitanya. He said he won't be participating anymore.
Every giveaway he's the only one who's winning.
Okay, let's go. That hasn't worked. There we go.
Omar, I think you should have removed me as well.
Are you in there?
I actually saw my name, so I thought I was.
Okay. Rohit Deshpande is the winner.
Rohit. Can you get the drum? Like, come on, guys! You have a drum
drum
sound
roll
or drum roll or something. Come on.
I can see an icon over here.
Rohit is being removed. Okay, so we got that name, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again.
Come on, Chaitanya. Come on, Chaitanya.
Oh my days!
What the hell, yeah.
What the hell?
Hey.
Look at that.
Hey, I hope this, whatever wheel that you guys are spinning, that's not developed by Chaitanya. I don't know, whomsoever does it, this name always comes up.
This guy wins everything. Okay. So the last winner will. Let me just see if Chaitanya has been removed. Yes. Let's go. Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, I have to shuffle it.
Chaitanya can't believe that's
Yeah, I think from next time onwards, how many ever codes we have, one code we'll give it to him and do the wheel for the remaining codes.
okay. So we got one.
Oh, Shijor.
Yeah.
Shijor Shamsuddin.
Shamsuddin, good.
Shamsuddin. Is he here or no?
So
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
congratulations, I think, to everyone.
Awesome.
Hey, Alston, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Alston is also here. I think we can get him on stage.
There are 3 winners, so I'll stop sharing my screen now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Congrats, guys, all those who won.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, Rohit Deshpande, Chaitanya Barave, and Shijor Shamsuddin.
Okay.
Reach out to Sarang.
Wow.
I mean, sorry, Omar for your codes.
That would be nice if Sarang buys everybody some codes. Yeah. He's so busy. He's making a lot of money, so it wouldn't hurt him.
Yeah. That's right. So yeah, I think Alston is in the
he might be
here.
busy or something.
Yeah.
Alston,
could be.
Usually let's see, we have
Alston is here. Unesh wants the mic.
Yeah, sure. Get him on the stage.
Okay.
I just want to see that by seeing Chaitanya everywhere winning, I just remember the 2019 year, same time from March to August. From March to August, every giveaway in every group, I was in top 3. in pitch ground, in Rebel Alliance, and at that time, I don't remember we were having Saswiz or not. But at that time, I was feeling that why I'm winning every giveaway. So Chaitanya, I feel what you are feeling now, and you have full right to win every giveaway. As far as you are living.
No.
Venkatesh, he has a right to win because you are allowing him to participate, so he has a right to win.
That's it.
Next time I'm going to develop a wheel where, even if this name is not there, apart from his name, all the other names will get selected.
So 100% you should develop, but do one thing which you once said just before that. You will first give the code to Chaitanya and then tell him to not participate.
So yeah, I think thanks a lot for being so generous with your time and everything. I mean, even the codes, man.
Most welcome, Chaitanya.
Yeah, it's very generous of him and very nice. I think we had an awesome time.
Absolutely.
And I'm sorry that I wasn't very active. It's just that this internet has been on and off. So, but I'm glad. Like, I'm on my phone right now.
Yeah.
So Chaitanya, what? I don't know about Chaitanya. He's.
Actually, I enjoyed the session as well. I think the live sessions are a good way to de-stress as well, especially in times where we're not able to meet people. And I loved a bunch over here.
Thanks a lot, because I've been following you since I think Karthik used to do air meets.
Yeah.
And I even saw you on Lemlist, the shows that they did, the live event.
Correct.
So I was like, he's a big man. He's being mentioned everywhere.
Hey guys,
Omar, I don't know if you did a screenshot, a selfie.
Oh yes, let's do that.
Yeah,
you have an option.
Yeah, we can do the selfie, can't we? So hold on. This would be nice to keep.
Oh, everybody start fixing their hair.
Guys,
this might go on Facebook.
I just want to give a big shout out to Harpreet as well. She's the one who facilitated the codes for us just now. So she's a co-founder as well at Nexweave.
Hey guys.
Well, congratulations for developing a great product.
Yes, absolutely.
And getting it to the community.
Are you going to give us a warning or what? Or are you just going to take it?
You're not even on the screen, Suleiman. Where are you?
Come on, I am, man. There's no space for me or what?
Okay, let's go.
Without you, the selfie will not look complete.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, go
Kiss yourself,
selfie.
guys. And go. Has
Yeah,
everybody
it's a
taken it?
silly ass. Yeah, I did. It's loading, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did too. It's loading too.
Okay, so you'll actually get this image sent by email.
Okay.
Also, you'll receive it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Awesome.
I think Inder's gonna regret, signing up for Run the World. He's gonna be spammed like anything after this.
Don't worry about that. I
He
think
just liked the platform. Sarang, don't spoil the, interest.
Sure, yeah.
Do you know what?
He
Run the
just
World is not the
complimented
best
saying that he is
platform.
liking this platform.
It's not the best platform, but it's actually a great platform.
Absolutely.
If that
Yeah,
makes
it
sense.
is
Exactly.
Yeah.
nice.
sometimes you
Yeah,
don't
I
you
mean,
don't have to
he'll
be the
find some
best. As long as
problems,
you're having fun, it's good enough.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
exactly.
think he'll find some problems.
See,
Developers
whatever,
are.
it saved me
So,
$150 per month because I unsubscribed Zoom 500 people account after I got Run the World. So
yeah.
I got my money back.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's still rendering the final image. It usually doesn't take this long, so
Yeah.
Who's gone?
it's still rendering.
So Sarang, what's going on, buddy? I
Yeah.
haven't seen you for a long time.
I know. I've been super stressed with work.
I think you too busy making money.
Well, if I have to spend it
Yeah, I
on
know
you,
that.
I need to make some money off of the clients. So yeah,
I don't think this is working.
No
that's
worries.
sad.
That's
It's
we'll
okay.
just take a
I'll take a screenshot.
Yeah,
screenshot. That will be
We can
okay.
try it again.
yeah. Okay, one more go. We
Yeah.
can be a bit accommodating.
Okay, I'll try to do better job this time.
I think it's working now.
Yeah, it looks like it's working now. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
it
also
worked
got a
now.
picture this time.
Yes.
So maybe that's why it worked.
Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked.
Yeah, it
I
did
see
work.
some
Yeah.
like bubbles.
Why is it saying 8 people finished selfie? Who are the other ghosts?
I don't know.
I could see only 6.
Shall I end it now?
I think Unesh
End
was
it,
on
end
the
it.
stage.
Okay, and
Yeah.
hopefully that should work.
Yeah, it's interesting. 8 people have joined the virtual group photo. Who are other 2?
I don't know. It could be a Mickey Mouse. Who knows?
Oh my goodness.
Sarang, you know Mickey Mouse, right?
Yeah. Is you inside in the chat?
You know. Yeah, he did it to himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I don't think this is working. It never takes this long.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just rendering, I think, even on my screen.
Yeah.
It's
It never
funny.
takes this long.
I think Inder's gonna develop a new product to solve this issue
Sure.
with the
Yeah.
selfie thing.
I've got my hands full.
So
I think
yeah.
I'll just throw out the SDK and one of you guys can make it.
So I wanted to ask you where's actually Nexweave based out of? Is it in India? Is it
So we started from Mumbai, but right
okay?
now most of the team is all spread out. We are practically born during the pandemic times. So we were pushed out of WeWork and everyone's working from home right now.
Is it still rendering for you all? I was able to download.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see it as
It's
well.
rendering for me.
Yeah,
it's still rendering for me.
I
I
can't see it
downloaded
yet.
it too. It downloaded from me too.
Then you can
And the
just
cool
share it.
part is Inder is right in the middle, which makes perfect sense.
Hey,
Yeah,
I haven't got
I'll
it yet.
present and
Somebody
then
send it to me on Email.
It should be there.
Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah.
How am I
I got
looking?
it too. Perfect.
You're always looking
the
good.
way you look. That's all.
Venky always looks good, man.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, make me happy.
Mm.
We all look
Oh.
like a Bollywood stars. Don't worry.
I get.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Fernando would say, Mr. Hollywood. That's the Venky nickname.
Yeah.
Venky's nickname, Mr. Hollywood. Yeah.
No, I was not able to download the photograph. It was too hot to handle Sam in the picture. So my internet and my laptop.
Okay. I'm gonna
So, yeah,
take the opportunity now to thank everybody for joining us. It's been
All
nearly
right, guys.
2 hours now.
So,
Yeah.
Thanks for arranging this, Amar.
Thanks
I
a lot.
had a lot of fun.
all right, guys.
Thanks a lot. Harpreet.
Best wishes,
Thanks for joining
Inder,
us.
for
Best wishes.
amazing, sale in Absumo and Harpreet as well. In fact, you guys have already won a lot of heart with the way that you handled or took care of the early adopters. I think that has really gone very well with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And our best wishes to make sure that you achieve whatever you wanted to achieve by being on Absumo.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
guys. I can't thank you guys enough for the love that we received from the community. Just keep it coming, and I assure you that we make an excellent ecosystem for you guys.
Absolutely.
We will.
You
Thank
got 10
I
codes from me now.
I'm asking you guys to buy just
my
two.
codes.
Yeah.
I actually received a DM today. Somebody thought I was from the Nexweave team, asking if they can stack their tier 5s. I was like, don't ask me, mate. You have to direct that to the Nexweave team. But yeah, all those who commented, all those who took their time out to join, ask questions, congratulations to the winners. Thank you, Nexweave team, for coming on, for being gracious enough to give us these codes to give out. I think it's been a great event. I clearly love Nexweave. I hope we've created a few more fans, not FOMO, but fans. If you don't need it now, you may need it in the future. But yeah, be responsible. It's a great product. It's like really, really future-proofed. Like you can use it definitely. You can apply it in some sort, whether it's in your business or your personal life, now or in the near future. So if you're on the edge about it, you could just maybe grab one code or whatever it is.
True.
We come in here together. We don't get nothing here. We've just purely done this as a community basis. We're not even distributing affiliate links. We don't get nothing from this. We just love this product. We want to promote it. We want the community, because this is the type of product that when it does go, the resale value for this is going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Even before it came back on LTD, people were asking me to buy sub accounts and stuff like that. I do resell products. I haven't sold a single sub account for Nexweave because I might need it in the future. So yeah, if you need it, buy it, but just be responsible. Thank you everybody for coming and joining, and hopefully we can do something maybe when the LTD ends. Get all the community together and then discuss use cases, and just have a good time.
Omar, can you also add for George from SaaS Master, Alston? Thank you guys. You guys allowed us to do the post in your groups and supporting us. Karthik as well. I appreciate it. And you know what? It's great when we all work together and do things. It's a good product. And I'm glad that we did this. Thanks to Umar, Inder, Harpreet, Sarang. Thanks for joining, buddy. I miss you.
It's my pleasure.
Venke, I love you. And Umar, thanks for doing that. I love you too. And have fun, guys. Just thank you. Amazing event.
What fun, Sam, when you're away. You love me so much and we are not together. And what fun I'll have.
I'm not far from you. I told you I'm
closer to you.
I moved close to you right now for another, I would say 9 days. I'm here in Pakistan, in Karachi, and then I'm going back to Canada. So I'm actually very close to you. Just let me know where you wanna meet.
And let's meet at the Wagah border.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'm actually planning. Okay, let's do it. Let's finish it up. Bye, guys.
Sure. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much,
Take care.
guys.
Thank you.
Harpreet. Thank you.
Bye.
Everybody,
Good night.
thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye now,
Take
guys.
care.
Take care.
Stay safe. Bye.